Yo, let's go, but Jesus. I'll be rolling through in a minute, but let's get paid today, bro. I'm ready for it. Alrighty, we are live for the Vegas Golden Knights at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Vegas coming off a very poor performance defensively. Great goalie performance, but they let down Akira Schmid, and not very excited about that. Very poor defensively. Not great offensively. A handful of good opportunities that Bobrovsky had no problem making the save. Wasn't very challenged. Tampa, on the other hand, last night at home won 4-3 against Anaheim. Thursday, they lost against Chicago 2-3. They also had a big rest time coming off of back-to-back losses the week before. So they pulled out their first win in 5 games. Don't know what, like, I expect someone on our side to end up getting hurt, mainly because, oh, Lindbaum. Hang on a sec. I think I'm seeing a substitute that I'm not used to seeing. One sec here, I forgot to do my pop-out chat. That can do. So, seeing Lindbaum here, I'm curious who's out. But yeah, Marner getting a goal is that will pay soon. I don't know if it'll necessarily pay today, but it will pay something soon. Marner is due to score. Just take care of it. But as of right now, what I'm hoping is Vegas kicked off the rust yesterday. I'm hoping they're a little pissed. I'm hoping they're in a, dude, we're going to go out and score 38 goals tonight. I hope they're that kind of mood. I hope they're in a, we're going to go and take 58 shots tonight kind of mood. We'll see how it goes. I know Tampa, like, we're not physical anymore. We lost. We're a big team, and we gave up all our physicality. So hopefully we get a spark of, no, fuck you, and we actually kind of launch into being aggressive, being physical, hard into the boards. Defensively, meet them at the blue line. Don't give up the space to the circles. Keep everybody out from in front of the net. keep the timer going in your head. If it's been 5 seconds and you haven't turned around as a defenseman to look at the slot, maybe do that. To look behind you for someone creeping. A lot of things could be a lot. It's kind of funny because against Calgary, that's a game where you say, okay, here's everything they did right with a couple things they did wrong. Yesterday was, all right, here's everything they did wrong. And there was a thing or two they did right. Oh, shit. I never paused the music. All right. So whoops. Okay. I did go a while, I think, yesterday without checking the mic. And I'm pretty sure I talked for most of the first period on mute. So I'm glad I thought to check that today. All right, while we're waiting. Still to come. I think only one game's been played today. Yeah, so the Avalanche and the Devils played earlier today. And I wanted to watch that game. I just didn't realize it till it was too late. But the Devils beat the Avalanche 4-3. Or no, I came into intermission, left for a while, came back, it was in second intermission. I'm like, damn it, okay. Don't really feel like watching intermission, so I flipped the football for a couple minutes, come back, and it's like, hey, look at that, the shootout's over. Or overtime's over. And it's like, oh, okay, damn it, whoops. But so we got these guys playing. In an hour, the Sharks and the Wild will play in Minnesota. At 3, yep, as well as the Mammoth and the Jets playing in Winnipeg. At 4, you've got the Kings in Chicago against the Blackhawks, the Stars in Nashville against the Predators. Then at 5, the Rangers in Calgary against the 1-7-1 Flames, Wolf. And at 7 o'clock, the Oilers and the Canucks. The Oilers, I believe, played last night against Utah, right? No. The Kraken. And the Oilers lost to the Kraken. Is it Seattle that my boy Nicky's in? Or was that Toronto? I can't even. Anyway. They'd got one of those magnetic wireless chargers. So you just set it on the thing. I can't believe I didn't get one of these years ago. All right, Tampa wins the opening face-off. Dumped in. And on the high wall, Tampa controlling in the Vegas zone right off the bat. Puck goes to the back wall, out to the front. Korzak loses it, trying to make a play to the back wall. Struggling, man. All right, let's see. Smith, Carlson, and Holtze. Word, buddy. Assistants Howden and Colasar. Okay, so Colasar's fighting. What's this about? Lilleberg and Colasar. Good right by Colasar. Tried to go over the top. Didn't work. Oh, there's a couple uppercuts. One of them looked like it connected. That one went all the way through. And then the dude goes down to the ground and just yanks Colasar. He wanted to fight, and he didn't throw a fucking punch. Yo, you're good, Vajesus. But, man, that was a couple of good uppercuts. It wasn't much of a fight. I'm very curious as to what caused this, but I knew, like, of course, Tampa doesn't want to play hockey. That I didn't have much respect for the Lightning. Or I used to. And the late 2010s, like 2018, 2019, I had respect for Tampa. And then they just started being shitty. And then after this preseason against Florida, I'm like, If Vegas wasn't playing, I would not be watching. I have, besides watching Tampa play Florida and play us, I have no interest in watching because these guys don't play hockey. So fight right off the bat. Colasar definitely gets the better of him to the point where he falls down and just rips Colasar to the ground. And now we're back to play. Puck in neutral. Sorelli throws it in off the low boards. Hagel all the way across to the bottom corner. It ends up going up and out of play. I do remember a lot of Boston, but it's going to take some warming up. Hopefully by the second period, I'll be a little bit cleaner with calling. I think I said Boston, with calling Tampa out. Coop. Bastard. He brought the reason, like, I liked John Cooper for a long time. But then again, the last preseason game against Florida, it's a preseason game. He brought up like 6 guys, sat starters, brought up like 6 guys who only job it was to hurt, not cleanly hit, not make contact with, not get in a fight with, flat out cheap shot and hurt Panthers players. And I said, I don't like that shit. Tampa wins the face off. Down to the low corner. Shot makes it through to Schmid. Or who's that? Okay, Lindbaum. I was like, wait a minute. That's why Lindbaum. We'll see how he goes. So we signed Hart for, I think it was 2-year, $2 million AAV. And, but he can't play till December. I don't remember why. I'd have to go and look again. I don't know if I can't remember. All right, puck deep behind Lindbaum. Puck to the high point, back down to the top of the high circle, across. Holmberg trying to one-hand it against Hutton. Puck comes up the low boards, back down low. Race between Holmberg and Whitecloud. Whitey gets there first, squeezed. But the puck comes to the white jersey. 19 all the way up to Carly. Back to Riley Smith, and he can't quite get there. Gord trying to shove it into the Vegas zone. It goes all the way back. Dumped in by Tampa into the Vegas zone. Ooh, a little quick on McNabb trying to get the pass to the point. He ends up turning it over. Bad turnover. Last night, there's one thing that I took away from Cassidy was we had more giveaways than shot attempts. We had 20 giveaways and 17 shot attempts. And so far, I've seen what looked like at least 2 giveaways. I don't know how they're actually counting it, but got to knock that shit off. Puck into the Vegas zone on the low boards. Hurdle fighting for it. Dorfeyev, McNabb. Puck up the high boards in the air to the red line, and Tampa's going to come right back into the Vegas zone. Ooh, Eichel has it. Saw it in front. Barbashev behind. Feeds it to the point. Shot hits something out front and goes wide. And a bad decision by Lazan sends Korzak 2-on-1. He missed the net. What a... Oh, my goodness, dude. Korzak did the best he could. Props to him, but Lazan made a bad decision to pinch in there. He should have immediately gone backwards. Instead, he allows a 2-on-1 the other way. He just abandoned his teammate. Trying to be a superstar. Ooh, I'm surprised Korzak didn't get called for a hook right there or a hold. Sod breaking the other way. Barbashev up front. Can't get the pass through. Sod shoots. Hits another body in front. Whitey across to Hutton on the low point. Sod has it go off his stick. It's back into neutral. That's the White Cloud from the red line. Dumps it into the low corner. And Vasilevsky will settle it. I'm with you, buddy. Let's get you paid today, bro. I'm saying. All the way back. Astagensel does not connect. Low point shot hits Marner right out in front. Look down the low boards, out to the middle, pass, shot, and stopped by Lindbaum, but only for a moment as White Cloud can't prevent the follow-up. And we're right back to a good old-fashioned VGK start to a game. White Cloud was just too slow to get his stick. He locked up. The problem was he locked up Hagel's stick, and then it looked like Whitey made the decision to make the move over the top of him, and he should have just stayed there on his back, on the backside, and locked up his stick. But he had it, decided to go around, and he was cocked, ready to go, and just, and it goes. Brandon Hagel gets his first goal of the season against the Golden Knights. Puck in the high corner of the Vegas zone. Bouncing puck gets free. Riley Smith going as fast as he can. Leaves it to Holtz behind him. Holtz behind the net. Towards the net, it goes to the back wall. And a great play by Riley Smith goes wasted. Yeah. We look just as bad. Ooh, big pass. Holtz shoots and throws it right. Like, come on, dude. It looked like he hit him in the crease, but maybe he hit him in the glove or in the crest, but it looked like he hit him in the glove. Let's see. He tried to go under the elbow. I wish we would go over the shoulder. Dude, aim just to the side of their head. I've said that enough, though. Y'all know my opinion. Oh, my bad. All right, so 5.5 to go, or sorry, just over 5.5 gone in the first. Shots are 4-1 Tampa. And we're right back on the 0 shots making it to the goalie train. Shot misses the net. Hurdle down on the low boards. Tries to swing it down and around. Can't get it there. Ends up on a Tampa stick. Lightning out of their zone through neutral all the way back. McNabb to corral it. Point bringing pressure. Dorfeev's losing it at the blue line. And Tampa goes back the other way. Everybody going for a change as Theodore heads up the ice. Red line and in. Vasilevsky slows it down, played up the low corner. Sod in there causing disruption. Shot by Barbashev, not going anywhere. Back behind the Tampa net, up the high wall, and it's out. All the way down to Vegas. Hard angle, trying to go around the net. White Cloud. Good play there. Gets tripped down, but again, we'll not worry about that. Big save, Lindbaum from the shot right out front. I've got to... Uh-oh. There we go. Fuck. We got a penalty. I looked away when the penalty happened. They're going to commercial. Let me see. Hang on. So it was Sod chucking the puck out of play. Good Lord, guys. We're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. I'm just going to, like I say, at least I'll learn the Tampa team tonight. Bjorkstrand is 22 and 28 is Gergensen. Okay. I said, I'll remember. There, commercial break. Let me stretch out my back. That's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, Ashley Weiss had her kid, huh? Oh, good Lord. Here we go. Face off to the right of Limbaum. See how the PK is going to hold up. Vegas wins it. McNabb should be able to clear it all the way down, and he does. Right on target to Vasilevsky. Lightning setting up out of their own zone. Point back. Puck coming up the low boards in the Vegas zone. Back down to Kucherov from the low baseline across. Shot. Total panic drill. Houghton's able to get away with it. Tampa keeps it in for the moment, and it's clear. And Tampa, 39 seconds into the power play. Bjorkstrand gets called for a hook. Oh, yeah, obviously. On how it's funny. It was like somehow Howden's not able to make a play on it. It's because he got his hands ripped away. No wonder. Minute 21 of 4-on-4. 7.5 gone in the first period. Shots are 5-1 Tampa. Tampa controlling in their own zone. A lot of pressure from Jack, just causing disruption. Marner comes in to cause hell. Hands him up against the board. Hagel against the board. Great move. Hey, just killing time. That's all right. Marner comes in, but little loose off his stick. Tampa has no problem taking it back. Sorelli into the Vegas zone. Trying to get it up the boards. And Theodore and McNabb play catch real quick. Theodore. Carlson on the high wall. Into the zone. Circling back. Throws it to Lazan, who's on. Lazan should have shot the damn puck, but he hesitates and ends up losing it. Guys, can we please shoot the puck? Please? We were doing so good. Backhand into free space, but they missed the connection. Carlson coming back the other way. Now everybody's in. Tampa's able to get clear one, and we are at 5-on-4 hockey. There, 30 seconds on the extra man for Vegas. The shortened power play for the Golden Knights. They lose the puck. Theodore gathers it, takes it all the way back to his own. I hate when he does that. I'd rather just dump and chase at that point. Here comes Eichel. Set back to Theodore. Hurdle. Down to Eichel. Up, trying to get it to Theodore. He does. Gets it down low. But Marner misplays it, and Tampa's going to steal it away. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Marner gets it behind the net, trying to feed it out front. Hurdle fighting for it. Whiffs on a couple and can't get it through Vasilevsky. Theodore all the way back. Pressure on by Bjorkstrand. I want to say Bjorkquist. I'm like, that ain't it. Who's that? Getzel? Howden getting held. There we go. Coley trying to circle back at the red line. Loose puck. Tampa's going to come away with it in their zone. 9:45 to go in the first. Shots are still 5-1 after the short power play, 4-on-4, and short power play. Okay, I don't feel like we need to dump and chase. I guess they're going for a change. Like, I feel like we could have walked out of the zone there. We don't need to be giving up the puck so easy. We're not doing a great job of getting it back and turning it into opportunities. So Tampa breaking out of their zone, dumping it into the Vegas territory, and it is offsides. And we get a stoppage with 9:12 to go. Commercial break. Unfortunately, my back is a mess. And as much as I love this chair, it's not the best for my back. And so, taking a second to, dude, one of the greatest things ever. Get a pillow right on the edge of your bed, put your hips on it, lay on your stomach, and let your legs hang and just let your back separate, but then turn around, sit on the same pillow, lean backwards in the same thing, just let your ass off the edge of the bed so your legs are hanging. If you like, straighten them out so your muscles are stretched, and then let them go. Oh my goodness, man. It's like, I don't know how much of a permanent cure it is, but in the way of instant cure, it is instant. Immediately ready to go back to sitting here. Probably hoping my chair was a little more. Carlson looking for a place to go as he lost the speed. Lilleberg's doubled over going to the bench. They blew it dead when Tampa touched it, so I don't understand what's going on. That's not good. That was an obvious high stick that got missed. If I'm Tampa, I'm pissed, which is not good for whoever just smacked him at Lilleberg in the face with his stick, because that was an obvious 4-minute double minor that just got missed flat out. Okay, see, they better get the call right, because the thing used to be if you missed a call, you missed a call. You're not allowed to review penalties. Like, the penalties should definitely be called, but the amount of times that, I mean, that happened to us in the playoffs. They didn't even have a conversation. 100%. I stick double minor on Holtz, at least 2-0 Tampa after this. Man, what a shit show, dude. Bro, this is like I said, it's horse shit that teams have 5 days off 7 games into the season. Because Tampa just got off a long break as well. Yeah, right. No, it's always possible. Never said they couldn't, but it's going to be at least 2-0 right now. Hmm. Sisson's trying to cause a little disruption. He does this time. Quite get it free. A good stick by Theodore, and thank goodness, because otherwise, oh boy, was in there alone. Who was that? Kucherov would have been. Nope. Yep, Kucherov would have been in there alone. Couple whiffs on the passes. Finally gets out. Eichel gets it back behind the Tampa net. 40 seconds gone in the double minor. 8 minutes to go in the first. Okay. 3:16 left on the power play. Kucherov on the low boards. Made that quick spin. Okay. And tries to make a play to the net. Sissons actually did a great job both situations there. Puck comes around the high board, or sorry, the back boards to the low boards. Kucherov circling all the way across. Shot. Big. Okay, high stick of the puck coming out into neutral. Lindbaum looks good. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing so far. Cause that it went quick. You see, now criticism. No, it was a high stakes stoppage of play, not a penalty, and it was on Tampa, so it's pucks coming out to neutral zone for the faceoff. All right, a minute 10 gone on the double minor. Saad trying to work his way out. He dumps it all the way down. No, you don't have to apologize, dude. Hagel busting through neutral into the Vegas zone. Trying to make some moves. They get it up top of the high circle, cycling around, high dot, up to the point, top of the high circle, back to the point, down low baseline, right to the middle, and the pass was disrupted. Easy clear for Vegas. All right, first power play is over with. 2 minutes left. 6:40 to go in the first. Shots are 8-3 Tampa. Vegas, sorry. I'm getting entranced. Battle for it on the low boards. Everybody involved. Lazon chases it down with White Cloud. Up to the high corner. Carlson flips it, gets it up to Riley Smith, who takes a bump and gets it clear. 30 seconds gone on the second half of the double minor. 6 minutes to go in the first. Dude, the one saving grace here may be that Tampa's power play. I don't want to jinx it, so I'll save that sentence. McNabb gets tripped down and then gets cross-checked. Let's not call those penalties. Are we serious right here? McNabb just got tripped and then a blatant cross-check while he's on his knees trying to get back up. But no, this is the exact same shit that happened yesterday in Florida. If you think Florida properly only had 2 penalties yesterday, I fucking moron. That's all. Like, I'm not even going to be nice about it. You're a fucking idiot. And now it's same thing's happening here. Tampa's just getting away with murder. There goes another cross check. This time against White Cloud as the battle in the low corner of the Vegas zone. Shot. Glove save by Lindbaum came right out front, and then Borkström missed it. Missed the follow-up. 5 seconds left. Dude, if you call that a trip, I will flip my shit. Yeah, and that's exactly why. Kucherov sitting there throwing a fit and breaks his stick after he got away with a trip and a cross check. I want to bust that piece of shit in the teeth. I am not, like I said, I've been feeling like shit. The Golden Knights have been disappointing me, but at least this time, Tampa's power play was worse than our penalty kill, which is a fucking miracle. I didn't know that was possible. The 29th, I believe, we're either 24th or 29th penalty kill in the league right now. And we actually made a stop too. But then for Kucherov to throw a fit and break his stick after what he did to McNabb, his stick probably broke because he cracked it on McNabb's back when he cross-checked him. A punk ass. Waiting on a commercial break now. What's up? Oh, stretch my back again. All right. Every now I gotta make sure I get up and stretch as often as I can, like every break. Because my back's already feeling way better than it usually does. Go for it. Do that cross check. How they don't call that cross check is, oh, of course they don't. Like I said, the same shit we dealt with against the Panthers last night. Yeah, go for it. Out in trying to chase the puck back, not able to get there. Vegas not quite able to control. I can't see the number, so I'm not sure who that was. Might have been Holtzy. Oh, maybe Colasar. Zach all the way up the ice. Gord down on the low boards into the corner, pressured by Marner. Comes up the high boards with it. Up on the point, turn and shoot. Long distance, ends up out front. Centering pass goes to nobody. And the puck comes up and out of play. 3:41 left in the first. Shots are 9-3 Tampa. Ref, drop the puck. Fucking line judges, dude. Word. Dude, whatever gets the job done. Theodore, long shot, stopped by Vasilevsky. And then Hurdle gets his stick slashed out of his hands. Of course, we're not going to call that either. Shot comes right up front. Not able to get a stick free, and the puck ends up out of the zone. Dude, this is obnoxious. Like, there was no penalty called when the high stick happened, but they went back and reviewed it, and then they missed 3 blatant calls. Like, I don't get it. Gorzak coming up the low boards. Barbashev wins the foot race. Big pile up. Comes out. Eichel trying to get it back to Barbashev. Can't do it. Blue jerseys on their way. Sorelli trying to feed it to the middle. McNabb cuts that off. Sod sets up Eichel to come through the center with speed. Great move. Trying to go back behind the net. Puck comes out towards the middle off a stick. Back to Eichel down low. A quick shot. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Like that Eichel shot. It was definitely a tough angle shot, but he took a chance. He needs to be throwing pucks at the net at this point. Or all our guys do. Way too much hesitation to shoot. And then Theodore just gives away the puck right at the blue line. How genius is that, dude? He's been all right lately, so I won't get too mad at him. But all the way across, Gurley shoots. And he scores! Let's go. Get the score adjusted. Alrighty. We go down. Hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. For your Golden Knights, with his fourth of the season, number 71, William Wild Bill Carlson, with an assist from number 19, Riley Smith, and the secondary assist from number 27, Shea Theodore. Yay! Yay! Whoa! Yay! All right. We're not, honestly, we're not looking a whole lot better, but we're looking a whole lot better. So we're okay. 21.1 to go in the first period before we go ahead and take our first break. The intermission reports have been too good lately, so I recommend checking out the intermission report. If Alec Martinez was there yesterday, so hope you get to hang out and enjoy. Lindbaum originally drops the puck, but is able to recover with 4 seconds left to go. So let me set up the playlist a little bit here. And then we'll go. Should we go next page? Yeah, we'll go somewhere I haven't gone. We'll go to the second page of the music and see. We'll see if anything pops up here. Let's try this guy. We'll try this guy. All right, we'll be back in about 15 minutes, y'all. Enjoy the intermission report. Shit, that's where I was. Dude, Vegas being 3 for 3 on penalty kills was not on my bingo card. We only have 6 shots with 3 chances on 10 attempts. They have 13 shots, 7 good chances with 30 attempts. And the fact that we are 0 for 1 on the power play while they are 0 for 3 is obnoxious. Refs better start. I say better, like it fucking means anything what I say, but the refs need to start calling a clean game. Puck all the way back to Vasilevsky on the puck drop. Good hit in the corner. Bjorkstrand into the Vegas zone. They have help. And net is off as James decided to lean on Korzak, and Korzak just was like, "Nah, you're not going to lean on me." That he was or Sissons. I think he was expecting Sissons to be there, and when he leaned back, he went skate firsts into like, dude, how was that not goalie interference? I mean, yes, I understand he lost his skate, but he went untouched into Lindbaum. I don't understand. Puck comes out to neutral. James breaking through, held up on the low wall by Korzak. Lazon trying to get up the wall. Puck goes in the air towards the middle, and Houghton's able to get it out. Ooh, puck loose in neutral. Still flying around. A bunch of turnovers, and here we go, Tampa. Dumping it in from the blue line. Houghton on the high wall. Plays it deeper to Lazon. To Korzak. Can't quite control it, but he's able to go up the wall and out. Not very far as McDonough is there to cut off the pass. Puck back into the Vegas zone. Eichel looking for control. He gets it right up the gut, but it's going to be an icing. I said I know I am not the most intelligent when it comes to hockey, but when I see a guy go untouched into the goalie hard enough that him and the goalie go into the net and take the net off, I would think that that's goaltender interference. That shot goes up and out of play. Face off, staying in the Vegas zone. He never saw it. I think it hit the post and went up and out. It is. Lindholm is cracking me up because you got the holes across the vent holes across the top of the helmet, and he's got a patch of hair sticking out of one of them. Like he goes back and then pulls that mask forward, but only the one hole. All right, shot comes in. Another shot comes in. Both miss the net. McNabb trying to get it up the wall. Puck battle in the high corner. Riley Smith gets it out. Saad gets it over to Carlson. Carlson tries to get it up ahead to Eichel. He taps it in. And Vasilevsky's going to settle it. Chernak with a dome on. I got to have to see what happened to him. Oh, a little misplay, but Tampa's out of their zone up the high boards. All the way tipped all the way in. Theodore goes high wall out. Tampa goes right back in. .1 million. Let's go, buddy. Go Knights, go all the way. Especially with the big shot, big save, Lindbaum. He has been fantastic. The one goal he gave up, is what it is, but ever show the game. Yeah, there's something called copyright, which is why I don't show the game. All you got to do is Google search and you can find it. Puck loose in the high corner, coming out to the middle. Carlson able to settle down. Vegas headed back the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Riley Smith sets up, shoots, and goes wide. Carlson's taken into the net. They're doing all right. They had a double minor because Holtz hit Lilleberg with a high stick, but they didn't score. So the power play isn't looking fantastic. They're getting control in the zone. They're shooting a lot better than the Knights are, but Lindbaum is playing great. And the second chances aren't going anywhere near the net. They're hitting sticks, hitting skates, things like that. So with how I would have expected the game to be going a little differently, considering how, I mean, Tampa's definitely been playing better than Vegas, but this period is starting to shape up a little bit differently. I mean, the shots are 14-6 Tampa. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. And the Lightning get it out. Into neutral. Hurdle. Feeds it up ahead from the red line. Dorofeyev dumps it in. Everybody chasing into the high corner. Puck coming around down low. And Tampa Gord gets it across the blue line. Hutton's able to grab it back in the Vegas zone and feed it up ahead. The Golden Knights. Sorry, that's what those two jerseys are. Feed out front. Dorofeyev hits Gensel's stick right out front. And that puck goes up and out of play. Dorofeyev definitely cooled off what you expected, but that comes with Stoney not being on the power play. You got to remember, a lot of his goals come from that power play spot right where he was on that shot, that low dot, or the dot to the left of the goalie. But Stoney not being on the high or the right side baseline has been troubling for the Knights. Knights control in the Tampa zone. Puck down low. Vasilevsky stands up and takes it off the crest. Tampa's able to control. Point gets it up and ahead. And now Gensel storming in against Theodore. He gets held up as he loses an edge. And Eichel's going to come out of the zone, dump it in. Played by Vasilevsky to Noser. Noser. Bad turnover by Braden McNabb. Theodore in perfect position to block the pass across the crease. Shea Theodore turning his game around big time. Still a couple mistakes that I wish he would get rid of, but man, he has been so much better the last couple of games. Fed out front from the low dot. Theodore all the way across. Can't connect with Sissons. Back to the point. To Theodore. Shot. Misses the net. Comes back to Vasilevsky, and he'll cover it up to freeze it. 15-16 to go in the second. Shots are 14-8 Tampa. That was just a great job right there. Tampa coming in 2-on-2. And Theodore, again, just being in perfect position to block the puck with his skates. That's what, I mean, Lindbaum needs the help that they did not give Schmid last night. Face off to the left of Vasilevsky. James gets kicked out. Who's coming in? On Calvis. Ooh, puck comes right out front of center. Another shot. Wraparound shot. Shot gets stopped. Rebound after the stop shot. That was just insanity for a second, but we have a high stick. Korzak goes for the wraparound. Puck comes right out front, and Sissons just loses his feet as he tries to shoot. Korzak recovers the rebound from Sisson, shoots again, and Tampa just making great sacrifice to get the block. Hey, if nothing else, it has been exciting. It was very disappointing, or at least this period. This first 5 minutes of the second period has been exciting. The first period was mostly filled with disappointment. It's a nice little change of pace. Face off just outside the Tampa zone. Lightning win it. Moser goes all the way up, settled by Lindbaum, and Theodore's going to bring it out. No, we covered it, but Jesus, no worries. Appreciate you, though. No, hey, man, stop apologizing. Shit. Trying to get some of these names drilled in my head a little bit better. Like I said, I know some of Tampa, but not as much as I thought I remembered. Let's see what's going on with have the other games started? They should. Yep. 6 minutes in, and the Sharks are up 1-0 off a power play goal against the Wild in Minnesota. Just over 7 minutes gone in Winnipeg. Mammoth and the Jets, no score. Shit. I don't put. If I. Any question regarding the Sharks that doesn't involve do they suck ass and are they pieces of shit? I've got no pot. Those are questions I will not affirm. I don't even know if what I just said made sense, but if you ever ask me a question about the Sharks and that goes in their favor, I am automatically going to be a hater. Edmund goes all the way back into his own little corner. Holtz doing great, putting on the pressure. Riley Smith, dude, I love when Riley Smith and Willie Carlson get a hair up their ass to go attack you in the offense or in your own zone. Like that's. There better be, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is what it is. 2 minutes, extra man going to Tampa. So far, Vegas penalty kill has looked good. Now, at some point, they're likely to break. But we're going to have faith right now going into this penalty kill that Vegas is going to be able to hold tight. Now, Lindbaum's going to need to be able to hold tight as well. That's going to be a big key. But I need to see some penalties getting called against Tampa. So far this period, it hasn't been bad. But last period was obnoxious. Like the reason that this is the Lightning's fourth power play and the Knights only have one isn't because Tampa's playing such a clean game. Just like yesterday, 2 penalties against Florida. And to be honest, the Gadjevich responding to the hit by Lazon, Lazon should have gotten a penalty. He went straight to his chin. That's just a fact. So, but Gadjevich went for the reaction, and like I said yesterday, can't really feel bad about that one. But waiting for the commercial break now. What else is going on? Should we check? Oh, no, there it is. Let's go. This is, like I said, this is going to be big. Oh, 4 nations against, what was that? Was Yellow Sweden or Finland? I'm terrible with that. I'll 100% admit. All right, come on, let's go. Go Knights, go. Go Knights, go. We're gonna have to stay strong here, man. Like I said, it's penalty kill's been okay so far, but there are only so many opportunities you can give. Great save by Limbaum off of a hard shot by Gensel. Let me make sure I got names. Yeah, face off win. Puck goes straight to Gensel. Nobody in the middle. McNabb's covering, and he's late, but it's all right. Hey, right on, Million. So am I. Out in Henderson these days, but yes, sir. Puck in the middle. And right in the crease, Limbaum's able to cover it up. Yeah, I'm originally a Florida boy, but I've been in Vegas for long enough. Like, graduated high school out here. Where we got 13 seconds gone on the power play. Just over 6.5 gone in the period. Charlie stepping in the face off. Puck comes right back out. Another big shot by Tampa with a wide open lane to Lindbaum. They're winning the face off. They're getting the puck to the middle, and we are late covering. One of those face offs is going to cost us. And it may not even be on a man advantage. From the point, Hedman gets it to the high dot. Down low, high baseline. Back to the circle and back to the point. Back to the high dot. Trying to go across. Play broken up. Bjorkstrand gets it all the way around to the high circle. Fed down low to the baseline. Back to the circle. To the point. Hedman. Top dot. Saved by Lindbaum. And the puck comes out and all the way down. 60 seconds gone in the power play. Heading back up the other way. Point into the zone. Backhands it all the way around the net. Gensel goes through Gensel. Comes back to the low dot. Hagel shoots. And it is saved by Lindbaum. Let's go. Carl Lindbaum has been so far fantastic. He is definitely, he needs a lot more help from his guys in front of him. That Kucherov spins, comes in. You see the guys puck watching. So both Whitey and Eichel were drawn into the center of the ice, completely opened the lower side. They go all the way across. They just did the exact same thing in reverse, and Limbaugh makes another great save, this time on Goncalves. They just did the exact same thing in reverse. They went to the high side, brought everybody down low, and snuck around the point man all the way down to the dot. And again, Whitey's late getting over, but he's quick enough to shut down the shooting lane. So that eventually, if Tampa gets too many more power plays, they're going to get away with that one because we're getting drawn to one side a little too strongly. That shot hit a whole bunch of bodies. Eichel battling with point down low. Hedman gets it to the high boards. Shot from a hard angle on the baseline. Loose puck up front. Still good. Eichel fighting for it, but point comes away with it. Low dot trying to cut towards the goal, and he loses it. And Eichel is able to clear. 5 seconds left on the Tampa man advantage. See, 8:20 gone in the second period. And Gord chucks it towards the net, trying to feed Holmberg. Puck makes its way all the way to Lindbaum, and he freezes it. 11:35 to go in the second. Shots are 18-8 Tampa. Dude, Shea Theodore has impressed me more the last 2 or 3 games than he has in 9 years. Like, he is fighting in front of the net. He's keeping his stick on the ground. He's keeping his skates together. He's actually like he's getting in battles up front. He's being aggressive to the puck. He's being aggressive to the corners. Like so much better the last couple games. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but man, it has been so much more fun to watch. Now, if we could stop his taking, shooting every time he touches the puck from the point and throwing it into skates of the guy standing 6 inches in front of him, if we get rid of that, that's my defenseman. You know what I mean? Puck all the way down. Lazan takes a hit as he tries to get it clear, and Vegas ices it. So it's 1-1 with 11:11 to go in the second. So, like I said, the first round, Vegas came. I mean, Vegas is just, they're doing what they always do. They come out soft. They don't show up until 10 to 20 minutes into the game. It just, like Calgary last week was probably the best example I have of them actually coming out ready to play. But, second period last year and the year before were really bad for us. And then we made our money in the first 5 minutes of the game and the last 20. So the fact that we're coming out, we're having all right, we're almost halfway through the second period. Big reason is Lindbaum, but that's able to hold the guys aloft for now. Big shot, dude. If Bjorkstrand would have turned and shot, he had a wide open net, but he took plenty of time to dance with the puck before he got rid of it. By that time, Lindbaum was glued to the post. Puck coming out of the Vegas zone all the way down. Say Moser works it up. Battling for it is Hagel and Lazan. Dorofeyev and Marner to help. That Gergensons comes in as well. Here comes Sorelli inching up on Marner. Tampa comes away with it. Hard shot. Fought off by Lindbaum. In the low corner of the Vegas zone. Hagel has it in the high corner, up the high wall. Trying to make a move, but he forgot to take the puck with him. And Vegas is able to steal it. Good stick. Is that Doro? That was Dorofeyev. Great play. But Hagel coming right back in, trying to make a move. And they're going to call a trip. Knights, I'm from. Yeah. No, I love the Knights, man. Like, my mouse pad, my clothes, all my shit. Like, got, I forget who that is. I think that's Mark Stone bobblehead and shit. Like, dude, all my stuff is Knights. I got the playoff towels from the first season. Dude. Okay, so Eagle goes across the crease. I love the Knights. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, no, the Knights are awesome, man. They're great. But right there, Hagel goes to make a play across the crease. Lindbaum goes to make the play and trips Hagel. How many times have the goalies tripped players as the goalie tries to make a play at the top of the crease? Like that, as far as I know, that happens 10 times a game. I mean, we watch enough hockey here to see that much at least, but I don't know what that was, man. Either way, Vegas is going on another penalty kill. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay has one penalty in this game. Obnoxious. Absolutely obnoxious. This is what it is. Hey, cheers, buddy. Taking a quick news scroll. Let's see. Nothing. All right. Every now and then, got to flip through and see if there's breaking news. Been on stream when a couple of big time things happened. All right. Dude, this penalty is bullshit. Like, dude tripped on Lindbaum's stick as he made a play for the puck. The amount, like I said, guys go down from the stick of the goalie all the time. No penalty. It's all right. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's as long as we stay tight. Keep an eye. Don't get. There we go. Good stop. Lindbaum, Sissons choking up that shot. Good play by McNabb. Throws Cirelli off. Now Vasilevsky sets it up for Hedman. Tampa coming out of their own zone. Little juke move. Kucherov makes it in. Negative, bro. As Kimmy said, not a chance. Oh, dude. It's like, bro, people will be people. Comes into the zone, and Vegas, Riley Smith coming from behind to snag it out of the air. 60 seconds gone on the power play. 8:40 to go in the second. Shots are 21-8 Tampa. Good grief, guys. Through the red line, into the zone. Oh, he held on to it. Tried to go point. He's skating on the high circle to the point. All the way across. Big shot by Hagel. Stopped by Lindbaum. Fought away to the back wall by Zach Whitecloud. Big battle. Bjorkstrand, Cirelli, Hagel battling Whitecloud and McNabb. Puck makes it to the point. Able to keep it in. Tampa trying to go across. Eichel not quite able to swat the puck away. But it comes out. That was out of the zone. I don't care. Still can't clear. Whitecloud hits Hagel with it. Hagel at the low point, trying to work up the low wall. Low dot, baseline. Tries to feed it out front, and it misses everybody back to full strength. And Tampa is 0-5 on the power play. Oh, yeah, now 22-8. It's the same problem Vegas always has. We've been scoring. We miss a couple guys. All of a sudden, like somebody gets hurt, especially Stoney, and then everybody gets afraid to shoot. They want to pass the puck that extra time. Or our defensemen shoot everything from the blue line and they don't make it through the traffic. Puck up the low boards to the low point in the Vegas zone. Lindbaum makes the save and covers it. No, Lindbaum is playing fantastic. He is, no. He's still hurt, man. With an M at the end. Lindbaum. B-O-M. But Hilly's still hurt, and Schmidt played last night, so then rather go back-to-back. Oh, sorry, it's Lindbom. Carl Lindbaum. He looks like he's looking fantastic, dude. I don't know how many times I've seen a goalie enter into game like he wasn't playing. He didn't play in the earlier games. He comes in. It's against a tough opponent like Tampa, and he has the confidence of a guy who's just played 30 in a row. Like, he looks so comfortable. Probably, even with the goal he gave up, my biggest criticism is that when he goes post to post, he has a habit of not going across the baseline. He kicks himself out forward. And so he hasn't yet, but he's lost his place where the post was, and it hasn't really cost him yet. But Hilly had a hard time with that a couple years ago. Okay, why is that not a trip? Why is that not a trip? Barbashev, what is going on? Like, I understand we're in Tampa, but you're calling everything in favor of Tampa, and you don't call a blatant one of the most blatant slashes that happens in hockey, a blatant trip along the wall, cross checks. Like, what the hell? I don't get into that conversation because I think like there are absolutely dirty refs. We know that leagues can be dirty, but I think most referees that are professionals in professional sports are fucking morons. And I go with that over everything else to get into. Yeah. I just like, especially with everything going on, obviously there's shit like that that happens. I just, it's like whenever that much money gets involved, yeah, shady shit's going to happen, of course. However, I do believe that like 90% of the accusations really comes down to you have four guys on the ice that are brain dead fucking idiots. And that's the baseline I start off with. Like the calls they're missing are obnoxious. And that's the biggest problem I have. Like the puck is right. There's nothing else to look at because the puck is right there where the penalty is happening. Theodore back into his own zone to McNabb. Is that Carlson coming into the Tampa zone, takes it to the high wall, feeds it to the middle. It just misses Riley Smith, and he loses it. Headed back the other way is Tampa. Gord gets down into the corner, but Hutton gets there first. Up to Riley Smith. To the red line. He tosses it in softly. Not going to get very far. Right back out to neutral. Hey, you know what? Vegas is a lot more aggressive and fighting for pucks than I'm used to seeing, which Tampa has been all game, so it's about damn time. Eichel storming in. Barbashev all the way across. He shoots. Oh, what a backdoor setup, and Howden isn't able to connect. Whitecloud from the point gets it down the high board. Eichel into the high corner. Gets it up to the low point. Ben Hutton shoots. Hits bodies out in front. Either hit Hedman or Barbashev. That pass goes off a stick. Hedman swats it out. And it's going to be touched up for a hand pass. Face-off should be in neutral. Dude, that pass from Barbashev to Howden was fantastic. He just couldn't bury it. Good grief, dude. We are so close. Oh, yeah. No, third period is going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm really looking forward to this third period. Like, I mean, this statement might come to bite me in the ass, but it is going to be a lot of fun. Even if we lose, it should be really good hockey. Now, if the refs would actually call a fucking penalty on Tampa, it would be, things might be a little different. Our power play is shit without Stone. Or I won't call it shit, but it's not very high above that. Yeah, no, we saw the fight earlier with Colasar and I think Lilleberg. I can't remember now. And it was embarrassment. I have no idea why Tampa wanted to fight, but whatever. Sharks are up 2-1 on the Wild, 2:40 to go in the first, and the Mammoth and the Jets are still tied, 45 seconds to go in the first period. Yeah, it was like a minute or two in. And Carlson, I want to say it was Carlson and Lilleberg, but I could be wrong about that. You know what? I could actually find out for you right now. It was... Yeah, it was Colasar and Lilleberg. Lilleberg didn't throw a punch. He just kind of grabbed and couldn't get anything done. Colasar had a decent right, but then a couple of great uppercuts. Don't know just how good he connected, but at least one of them came all the way through, and it looked like it was pretty good connection. So Lilleberg just grabbed him, and he belly flopped, so he just pulled Colasar with him. Sharks have a chance of being cup contender? No. No, I don't think so. Let me hang on. No, they don't have late season guys. Or Orlov, maybe. Dickinson, maybe. Eklund, maybe. Celebrini, okay. Yeah, they don't have. I mean, I would be surprised. I'd get your personal opinion. I like Celebrini, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, they don't have the squad to make it late in the season, but they just did a bunch like last. They rebuilt a lot from last year. So if you give them 2 more years, then they could probably come in ready to go. But this year, no, they need more time. Oh yeah, hey, cheers, Chivon. Fine. My dad stopped wearing his, so I stole this from him because mine's all faded and cracked and holes in it and shit. All right, we are inching closer to intermission where I encourage everyone to grab a drink, grab some food, take a rip, uh, you know, go diving into the significant other, whatever you want to do. With Alec Martinez on the intermission report, it's a great watch, but anything during intermission that I would talk about, they are going to talk about, and it's probably going to be a lot better than coming out of this mouth. But it's for me, it would be the same exact things I've been saying this whole time. So, like I said, recommend just take some time, enjoy the intermission, enjoy the break, stretch the legs, all that good stuff. We'd try to come back a couple minutes early so that way we can look over all the other games, check in on any other sports, any news popping up, and just to have a couple of woo-saw moments before we go diving into the third period. But the third period is going to be exciting. Tampa is going to start getting pissed, and they are getting away with murder. So why wouldn't they start abusing it? And Vegas is going to do their best with what they've got. So it should be interesting, if nothing else. Shot on Lindbaum, and he's going to glove it and freeze it. And there goes Moser going at Korzak. What are with you guys? All the teams lately going at Caden Korzak. Like that, I mean, you might as well go start punking Dorofeyev. Like, okay, yeah, good job, tough guy. You're going to make your way over to the special needs class next. Like, dude, get off it. Why do all the teams decide to bully the little dude that's like, I don't get it. Like, update me on the game a little. Yeah, so 2:04 to go in the second. Face off just to the left of Lindbaum. But yeah, shots are 24-8 Tampa. Still 1-1, just under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Tampa has had 5 power plays. They have not scored yet. Vegas has only had 1 power play, and that's obnoxious. I understand you like. Nope, no goal. No goal. Hold up. They just Tampa just put one in, but they're waving off Schmidt or Lindbaum immediately turned around waving. The ref immediately turned around waving. I think they're saying it hit something out of play, and that's what caused it to go into the net. Let me see this. Did it hit the ref? Hey, appreciate you, man. I'm here for all the Vegas Golden Knights games, and typically, but I'm usually here for a game a night. So yeah, like I haven't figured out what game I'm gonna watch tomorrow, but I usually one game a night. But yeah, Tampa is yeah, that was weird. The puck took a weird bounce off a stanchion and hit the ref, went off the ref into the goal. And Lindbaum's behind the net, like, what the hell just happened? And the ref immediately waving it off. So that was interesting. But yeah, brother, anytime, if you have any question about any game, I have most of them. I usually have dual screens going, and I'm keeping an eye on everybody. I want to make sure that, well, if he wasn't there, yeah. Dude, I mean, it's like, if he wasn't there, it would have probably hit the back of the net. But man, if that would have gone off a weird bounce off the glass and gone in, I would be so depressed right now. That would have been one of those, okay, the hockey gods hate us. I'm out of here. I've actually never seen that happen before. So that is wild. It's good to know that that's the rule. I will say that. All right, we got 60 seconds to go in the second. It's a lot of S's. Hagel dumping it into the Vegas zone. Hutton racing back into the low corner. Decks the puck. Whitecloud gets it up the low wall, and Hurdle's able to get it out. Quick move from Barbashev. He doesn't get it across. Now he does. Right back out by Tampa. In neutral, Whitecloud swings it around behind the net. Vegas recovers the puck temporarily. Another trip that goes the other way with no call. What on earth are we doing here? I'm damn near surprised they didn't call that a trip when the guy fell over. Under 20 seconds. Shot. Puck goes high off the back glass. Up to the point. Low point. Edmund dumps it down low. Kucherov looking for something to do with it. He shoots. Hits a body out in front. Puck behind the net. 4 seconds to go. Out front. Barbashev chasing it down. Puck comes across. It's out of the zone. And we are at the end of the second period. Good Lord. Carl Lindbaum, you are an automatic entry into favorite goalie because these guys are letting him down left and right, but he's been able to stay strong. Better than Akira Schmid, which I am surprised to say. But all right, that's intermission. So like I said, take some time, go grab a drink, stretch the legs, grab a snack, anything you guys need to do. Enjoy the million. They were still going, but enjoy the intermission report if you can. Otherwise, catch some other games or something. But Alex Martinez, especially if you're a Vegas Golden Knight fans, you know how awesome it is to have Alec come on and do the intermission report. But this is where I sneak out for a couple of minutes. We'll try and get back a little bit early so we can take a look at the other games and then kind of see what we expect for the third period. So enjoy some tunes, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. right, y'all. We are back. Hey, Gino, on the Lightning, but this is one of those times where I'll be cheering against you, my man. It's like it's a nice little what's the word I'm looking for? Consolation prize if you end up winning some money when we lose, but I'm pulling for the boys. Let's take a look at what's going on in the other games. Ooh, about to start the second period, and the Sharks and the Wild are tied at 2. Meanwhile, in Winnipeg, 17-13 to go in the second, and the Jets are winning 1-0. Now might be a good time to take a look at what games are coming up tomorrow. We have, well, wait, do we play Tuesday? Yes, we do. Okay. Ooh, we got a 3:30 game on Tuesday, fellas. We will be here for that against Carolina. But tomorrow you have the Blues and the Penguins, the Bruins and the Senators. That's it. Tell you what, 4:30 tomorrow. We'll be here for the Bruins and the Senators. I gotta figure out. Gotta do some work on the thumbnail. But we'll come back and watch that game. I mean, since there's only 2, that should be the best out of the 2. It's a kick and onside kick. Interesting. The Browns got a safety. They decided to do an onside kick, and the Browns recovered the onside kick. Not bad. Interesting way to go about things. But we're working our way back from commercial now. Everybody's on the ice. I'm expecting Tampa to go all out until they finally get called for a penalty. Knights don't have 8 shots. Demi, why you coming in here testing me, bro? Yeah. No, they have 8 shots, my guy. That's legit. Everybody, like, our forwards are very hesitant to shoot the puck, and most of our shots are coming from the point and hitting bodies 15 feet in front of the crease. Like, it has been obnoxious, brother. Make this a hair smaller to fit it in there. There we go. Oh, we're all right, fellas. Let's go. Like I said, Tampa's going to step up and get real aggressive, so Vegas has to be ready. Vegas out and dumps it in. Dude, you had some wild shit happen, Demi. Tampa dumped it in from the blue line. It went, took a weird bounce off the glass, hit the ref, and went into the net. And luckily, I say luckily, but it was waved off. Theodore shoots, man. Can we stop having Theodore shoot so much, please? McNabb keeps it in, throws it towards the net, goes high to the back wall. I'm hurt. I'm like, wait, that was inside. Yeah. Dude. It's like we always still might win. We just got to get guys throwing pucks to the net instead of throwing pucks into bodies. We'll be all right. Gensel's going to get it. Who's that? Gord. I'm working on these names with Tampa. All right, Kucherov gets it all the way up to the point. He goes in off a skate to Gensel. As this shot coming in, but a good stick by Marner deflects it to the high corner. Down the low board, still in the Vegas zone, across the blue line to the high point, into the middle towards the net, stopped out front. by the Vegas defenseman. I believe that was Korzak's stick that actually stopped it. Puck all the way back behind Vasilevsky, fed up the high wall. And Tampa gets it out, but a good stick by Dorofeyev. But he falls down as he's trying to make a play on it. Eventually, everybody goes in for a change. Holtz up ahead to Riley Smith. Dude, our passes are not quite connecting. I mean, for both sides, they're not really connecting, but for us, it's a little brutal right now. Kucherov's going to take it all the way up and out the low boards, turned over in neutral, and Kucherov has it back. No, that was Hagel, shoots, and glove save, Lindbaum. Hagel ended up getting it back right on the Vegas blue line, takes it right in for a shot. Yeah, Nevada Day game on Halloween versus Colorado. So we got Carolina and then Colorado. Ooh, and that Halloween game's a 1 o'clock game. So we got a couple of games before we go back to the late games. Pass all the way up to Saad, who tips it in. Up to Eichel, he shoots. Good save, Vasilevsky. We're not really challenging him with these shots. Go Tampa. Hey, shout out. If that's it, if that's your guys, can't hate. I'll give the Lightning a little bit of hate, but that's it. Anyway, puck rolling around in the Vegas zone. Okay. Lightning come out into the Vegas zone. Shot goes wide of the net. Puck to the high boards. Eichel takes it all the way back into the Lightning zone, trying to throw it all the way across the ice for Hutton, who's coming in. He does end up with it. Back to Marner trying to go up the wall, but too many sticks to fight. Edmund's going to come away with it, work it up the high boards, and Tampa gets it out not far. Hutton from his own blue line. Barely gets it in. Turnover again in neutral. And now the puck's going to end up in the low corner of the Tampa zone. High corner, bouncing puck. Vegas comes away with it all the way to Hutton. Shot towards the net. Stopped out front, hitting bodies and sticks. Puck back through neutral. Dumped in from the red line into the Vegas zone in the low corner. Good little pop separating the puck. Vegas is going to come away with it. Hurdle. Circles back. And White Cloud gives it to Marner on the low boards. Marner in. Pitches it deep. Howden chasing. Tampa gets there first. We are not controlling the puck in any way once we get into Tampa zone. Pass is a little too long. And with 4.5 minutes gone in the third period, we're going to have a face-off in the Vegas zone. Better puck management. Yeah, that's the one thing they need to do. That's 100% right on both sides of the puck. Shots are 25-9 Tampa. Good Lord. Shout out to Carl Lindbaum, man. I didn't even know when they were interviewing him pregame. I didn't even realize he was a goalie. Like I should have, because of course, like Schmidt playing back to back isn't smart, and Hilly's still out. Come in. All right, puck floating. Carlson feeds it up towards Howden. Man, Vegas just cannot control the puck. Ends up on McNabb's stick. Throws it down low. Howden across to the center. Carlson couldn't get a shot off. Puck ends up out of the zone. Carly sets up Howden to go back. That's what I'm saying, Demi. We need Jesus has has a couple bucks on a Marner goal. So I'm really shouting Marner out here. Eichel just dancing by in space. He just shoves dude over. Tampa wanted an interference. They can kiss my ass. Puck in the high corner of the Tampa zone. It finally comes out, and Gord's able to send it down. Borzak resetting. Well, Eichel lets it go, trying to make a play between his legs. Not a fan of that. Hagel goes to shoot, and a great stick by Riley Smith on the back check. Puck comes out front from Kucherov behind the baseline, and Lindbaum's able to cover it up. 6 minutes gone in the third period. Dude. It's okay. We got this. We're all right. Still 2-2 in Minnesota. Still 1-0 in Winnipeg. And the Kings and the Blackhawks have started, as well as the Stars and the Predators. Coming down a little board. Sod feeds it out to Theodore. Hurdle tips it in. Played down low. Sod throws it towards the center. Nobody home. Blessed Kucherov gets it in off the stick of Theodore into the high corner. Swept up by Gensel. Kucherov lets it go to the point. Trying to do a quick shot pass by Kucherov. Ends up all the way back in the Tampa zone. And the Lightning come right back in. All the way around the back of the net, going up the low wall. Kucherov gets it to the point. Shot off a tip. Doesn't make it to Lindbaum. I think that was all bodies as Marner resets with speed. 7 minutes gone in the period. Across the red line, into the zone, making moves, tries to get it to Carlson. It doesn't connect. And then Marner just gets blasted by James. He put himself in a weak position. And then right there, he tried to be heavy. And we are not physical, dude. Marner trying to be physical just got exploded. So the point, shot goes wide, fought off from the front of the net, hutting up the high boards. Now Dorofeyev makes it out to the red line. He tosses it in softly and chases. Dude holding his arm the entire way in. Hanging out behind his own net. Lilleberg tosses it out, turned over in neutral. Eichel to Lazon, to Korzak, up the ice, back to Lazon. It's just out of his reach, but he's able to get it down and chucked in. Eichel trying to make a play on Vasilevsky. Eichel behind the net. Yeah, held up's a good way to put it. Tampa hits the red line and in. On the low boards, big hit by Lazon. Puck up to the point. Shot, gives a pass. Kept it on the ice. Korzak takes it, gets it up to the point. However, Howden cannot get it out from between his skates. Likewise, buddy. Now Barbashev from neutral pitches it ahead, and it's tipped in. Not quite, but now Tampa takes it in. Vegas should be getting a change behind the scenes. Cernak hanging out behind Vasilevsky. Working the way up the high boards. Tampa's into the zone. Nope. It went up and into the Vegas bench. Face-off's going to be at the high dot just across the Vegas blue line. The Spurs parlayed on the Spurs money line, Colts money line, VGK plus 2.5 money line. So I'm sitting pretty. Hey, attaboy, Trevor. Let's check out. Yeah, I need VG. Need the Knights to come through. See, we got Chino up there, got money on Tampa, and I feel for him. But my emotions are bet on the Golden Knights. However, you getting paid and Jesus getting paid would be fantastic. So far, I can't believe it is 1-1. The only reason it is because of Carl Lindbaum. And I mean, big shout out to my boy, because dude has been fantastic with everybody in front of him, just letting him down, dude. I said the shots, I believe, right now are 26-9 Tampa. So the fact this is a game where I'm still here, I can't believe it. Let's see. 2-2, almost halfway through the game in Minnesota, Sharks and the Wild Tide. And the Mammoth have evened it up with Winnipeg, 1-1 in Winnipeg. Also, the Blackhawks have scored the first goal, going up 1-0 against the Kings. Oh, the Mammoth literally just scored. They just posted it. And with little over 7 minutes gone in Nashville, the Stars and the Predators are tied at 0. NHL point leader, Kucherov, 144 points and then 121 points. I'm guessing he has a point tonight, right? No, but he's about to if they're showing off him getting points. All right, guys, let's go. Toughen up. Toughen up, tighten up. McNabb throws it ahead. It's going in deep. Holtz can't get a stick on it. Tampa gets it right out. Fed back into the Vegas zone up the high wall. Tapped in. It goes behind Vasilevsky. So Sissons has a lower body injury. I'm going to be curious to look back as to what might have caused that as the puck goes up and out of play. Dude, the horrendous officiating. And I'll even say the penalties, that, except for the last one, the hold on Korzak was bullshit. But every other penalty that has been called against the Knights has been fine. The fact that Tampa has one penalty, the league should be embarrassed, man. The amount of trips, and the thing that pisses me off more than anything is it's not like it's behind the play. The penalties are happening at the puck where there is no other place for the refs to be looking. And that's what gets annoying. Dorofeyev in against Hedman. Gets it to Hurdle on the low boards in the Tampa zone. Dorofeyev and Hurdle battling for it. Hedman comes away with it. Good stick by Marner. Disrupts the out. Theodore crossing the blue line. And what a waste, dude. I'm so sick of Shea Theodore. And he's been playing great the last 2 games. I have been complimenting him like crazy the last couple of games. But yeah, stop it. I've been complimentary of his defense because his defense has been spectacular. He actually looks like a defenseman. Now, he needs to stop trying to shoot it every time he touches the frickin' puck. All right, 9:40 to go in the third. Shots are 27-29. It's 27-9. Good grief. Tampa. Lazan in. Trying to get towards the net. And we actually have a penalty called against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Of course, Hagel screaming and crying, you know better than to call a penalty on us. You know better. You know exactly. You're not like, oh, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna let the emotions take over. We're okay. We're getting a power play. Doesn't mean anything because our power play without Stoney is a bag of cats at best. But woosah, we're all right. Penalty. I said power play coming. Let's light. Get a little more light in here now that I realize how dark it is. Jesus. Quick check. It is now 2-1 Utah over Winnipeg in Winnipeg. I am surprised by some of these outcomes or some of these current conditions, I shall say. Yeah, looking. I'll tell you what. Let me get up and stretch my back real quick. Oof. You think it's a good under? I have to look at the scores from each side. I would figure Dallas would have no problem scoring because it's not even Soros that's in for Nashville, I would think. Pretty sure Soros played yesterday. You might not be wrong, though. Marner trying to feed it up to the point, and it goes out. And trying Marshall with the power play goal. Did that just happen? Marner trying to get up into the middle. Dorofeyev ends up with the puck. Here, I'll get back to that. Theodore down low. Eichel to Marner in Stoney's spot. He skates it in. Gets it to the middle. Quick shot. Hurdle. Vasilevsky makes a great glove save. That was a great attempt. Puck finally made its way into the middle of the hurdle. And he was able to get a clean shot. That hasn't happened much lately. Eichel turning it up, trying to feed it, gets behind the net, trying to go out to the middle. Loose puck going crazy, and it's going to go back the other way. We are just that it's when our passing is that much off, it's bad news, and we've been that much off all game. So, like I said, the fact that we've been able to stay in it, like that's a shout out to Lindbaum right up the gut. And Holtz goes off of Vasilevsky's glove over the net. Barbashev has it. Low baseline. Low dot. He's going to skate in towards the net. Make a move. Backhand. Double backhand. Still go. Great stop, Vasilevsky. And we are back to full strength hockey. We haven't had 5 opportunities to practice that. Walk down across the blue line. And into the Vegas zone. White Cloud has it. All the way ahead to the blue line. Puck fed down to Vasilevsky. He is going to hesitate, but cover it up as Kolasar comes storming in. Here, now that we got a quick pause. Let's see. 4, 2, 5. 2, 2, 1, 2, 4. Yeah. Average for Nashville is definitely low. As for Dallas, win with 3, lost with 2, lost with 1, lost with 1. Yeah, I think you're set. I think you do have a decent under. The Stars, neither team has really been scoring. Or what's the line for Nashville, Dallas? Down low, fed out to the middle. Good sticks, Vegas. And then, Jesus, Barbashev gets tackled down, but Barbashev gets tackled on the wall, but nah, it's all right. We'll just forget about that. Good fucking grief, dude. .622 to go in the third. Takes down Barbashev, who's there trying to make a play, but he can't because he just got put on his ass. He just got dragged down. That's one thing I've never liked. The guy starts falling, so he grabs onto the guy next to him and takes him with him. Is what it is. 2-1, Tampa Bay. See, Kucherov scored. It was a matter of time. They spent a whole 5 minutes talking about Kucherov and how he's got the most points the last 2 seasons, and if he does it again, he'll join a short list. And we've got an offside challenge by the Golden Knights. Cassidy does not like to take a risk on these calls. So let's see the replay. Dude, why are you showing the refs? Show us the replay. I hate the NHL replay guys. Come on. Producers, what are you doing? Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, no, he does not. He skated ahead of the puck after losing possession. That is absolutely offsides. He lost the puck. That's why he slowed down and waited for the puck. That is not possession. That is offsides. And the ref standing right there. What are we looking at? Let's go. We should be going back to 1-1, but I'm not taking it off till they call it. I don't know what we're looking at still. If he had possession, he wouldn't have slowed down to wait for the puck. He bobbled it, so he had to wait for the puck to catch up. This should absolutely be coming off the board. Here we go. That's exactly what the call should be. Let's go, boys. Whoop, what just happened there? Gotta love it, fellas. Let's hear it. I'm with you, man. I want to be screaming. That is huge. And again, how the line judge, as bad as the officiating has been, the line judge is standing right there looking and can't make the call that that's offsides before it results in a goal. 6:40 to go in the third. Shots are 28-12 Tampa. Face off on the low dot just outside of the Vegas zone. Line judge refuses to drop the puck, so we have a bunch of guys cycling out of the face-off. Into the Vegas zone on the low boards. Korzak tries to go up. Lilleberg with a great play. Polisar ends up with it. Up to Carlson. Little battle for it. Up to the point, back down, all the way around the low boards. Lazon trying to pinch down and make a play with Saad. Battle. Wall battle. Tampa comes away with it behind their own net. Into neutral. All the way up and across, and they're going to call an icing. That's okay. I didn't know if Lazon was ahead of them or not, but Lazon had the inside track. So 6:01 to go in the third. Puck coming back to the Tampa Bay zone. We're looking all right. I said, hey, I asked for one miracle and we got one. So if somebody else could ask for one, I've used up my limit. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Hurdle wins it. Puck on McNabb's stick across the blue line, shot down low, and his body's in front. Hurdle trying to get the puck up the low board. I can't tell who that was pinching in. I think it was McNabb. Marner chasing the puck back into the Tampa zone. He takes a hard hit down in the corner. And Tampa's going to come back the other way into neutral. Oh, big hit McNabb. And Tampa wants to go after him, but why? Attaboy, Blaze. What's happening, brother? Dude, McNabb just had a great hit. What's the problem here? Hey. Good. Yes. I can't believe that the refs are actually calling it appropriately because dude dropped his gloves. McNabb made a clean hit. Dude immediately dropped his gloves and went after McNabb. That is a perfect hit. I am worried about the bullshit Tampa Bay is about to do. That was a perfectly clean hit. And McNabb just bombed his ass. And since old boy wants to drop the gloves, now he's in the box. Hey, Mitchy Moves, we got people missing. Dude, Lindbaum. First of all, shout out to Carl Lindbaum. Second of all, we got too many guys not wanting to shoot. A lot of hesitation, a lot of waiting, and our defensemen keep throwing the puck in the bodies from the blue line. So, hey, we got another power play. We had one real early. Finally got one not long ago. And because Tampa wants to get mad at a clean hit, we're back at it again. So hopefully we got a little bit of practice with the last one. We had some opportunities. We had that feed to Hurdle in the middle. Of course, Vasilevsky made a good save. But hopefully that gave us some practice. So this time we're a little more dialed in. Hopefully we have a little more gas in the tank than Tampa. We have a big boost of energy after the goal was taken away. Big change in energy, especially with the crowd when that goal was taken away. So there are a lot of things that could lean in favor of the Golden Knights. But again, after that hit and then Tampa getting called for a penalty, A, that's funny as shit. But B, they're going to be pissed. And we know what Tampa does when they get pissed. They start trying to hurt people. It's not about playing hockey. It's not about what McNabb did. Like I said, it was a clean hit. It's about starting to try and cheap shot people. And if they did not do what they did against Florida, I wouldn't have as much to say about it. But after seeing that during preseason games, it was like, okay, this is where I get worried for the safety of the Golden Knights players because of what Tampa has done. I said, Tampa can get mad all they want. Goncalves took it like a man and stood up. Like, shout out to old boy. Theodore able to get it down low. Marner chasing it. Oh, Hurdle gives it up, and the puck's going to go all the way back. Dude, that's a big thing about the Vegas power play. Without Mark Stone, it is not quite the Vegas power play. We can usually piece in a couple other guys, but he is such a key. Give me. Theodore gets it to Dorofeyev, down to Marner, underneath the net. Trying to go to Eichel. He should have gone back to Dorofeyev. Stop forcing the puck, man. That first time where it wasn't open, he should have gone right back to Dorofeyev and reset. Reset the defense. Eichel coming across the line up high, gets it to Dorofeyev. He shoots, and it's swallowed up by Vasilevsky. 4:38 to go in the third. 51 seconds gone on the Vegas power play. Shots at 27-14. Dude, all I want is a season where the Golden Knights average like 29 a game, 28 a game. Dude, this averaging like 18 shots a game is killing me. We had one, I think it was against Calgary, where everybody shot. But all right, we're tied with everybody in second for 9 power play goals scored. Tampa wins it. Hagel's going to get it up the ice. Circle back. They're just going to kill some time. Corbin, when Kucherov went into the zone, he bobbled the puck, skated into the zone without, and the puck drifted behind him. So since he lost control, it was offsides. So original point of entry called offsides after a coach's challenge from the Golden Knights. Theodore heading into neutral. Up to the blue line. Eichel around deep. 20 seconds on the power play. Puck to the point. Theodore. Eichel circles around all the way across. Shot. Save on Carlson's shot from the high dot. 10 seconds on the power play. Let's get some shots, guys. It's not too long. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Oh, and a great block by Tampa. Eichel was right there. We're back to full strength hockey. Dorofeyev shoots, and it's swallowed by Vasilevsky. So the power play was McNabb made a bomb-ass check right at the blue line. Oh, are you asking what is the power play or what is? That's a good point. But yeah, McNabb made a great hip check as Goncalves came across the blue line, and one of his teammates got mad and decided to drop the gloves. And McNabb stood there like, why? There's a clean hit. But since dude dropped the gloves on him, that's a roughing. Like, if you're not going to fight, don't drop the gloves. Puck comes up to the high board. Vegas works its way out to neutral. Tampa right back in. Hagel making a move across the slot, taking into the high corner. Puck on the low boards. Kucherov gets it to the point. Another shot goes off the arm of Lindbaum. Marner drop gloves. Hey, that I'm always going to be pulling for Vegas, man. I really don't know at this point because Vegas is playing so bad. But Lindbaum is playing so good. But there's a limit. I have a lot of feelings, a lot of thoughts about. But right now, it is very, very much a 50-50 game. Lazon able to get it clear. Tampa's going to settle it in their own zone. Lilleberg passes it across. Puck all the way up. Tip just in. Colasar is able to circle around and get it back to neutral. Dumped in. Korzak chasing it. Takes a bump, but gets it up the high boards and right back out of the zone. Tampa is in control right now. Vegas has to stay very tight on defense. Lazon works it to the low corner, and Korzak goes and bobbles the puck. That's the opposite of what I just said. Corbin, it's 50-50. I'm always going to pull for Vegas. I think Vegas wins this, but the way both teams are playing, it's 50-50. I really, I will always say the Golden Knights because they're my team, but the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? Lazon loses it to Sorelli at the blue line. Puck going around. It ends up back in neutral. All the way down. It's going to be an icing on Vegas with 72 seconds left on the clock. So yeah, that was a tip off of McNabb. Changed direction on Lindbaum. He was still able to block it away. I knew nothing about Carl Lindbaum before tonight. I love this kid. Shout out to Carl Lindbaum being an absolute beast in the net right now. I said, even if he ends up giving a goal up, I've got nothing bad to say. He has been the good player in this game for Vegas. .64 Face off to the right of Lindbaum. Eichel wins it. Vegas is going to come away with it. Whitecloud up the high boards. Gets it to Barbashev. Riley Smith chasing it in. He's beat to the puck. Ooh, Tampa coming across, straight up the gut, off the high board, sends it all the way around. McNabb gets a stick on it, bouncing puck goes towards the net, and it's swatted away to the low boards. Back out into neutral. Dorofeyev trying to cause some problems. Puck comes out. Hurdle dumps it in right on Vasilevsky, who dumps it off. Under 30 seconds. Puck up on the high wall. Kept out of the Vegas zone. Dorofeyev in. Up the low boards. Goes hard angle towards the net. Easy pad save for Vasilevsky. 10 seconds as the puck makes its way back to Lindbaum. McNabb makes a play to put it towards the wall. Polisar is going to go as fast as he can, take a shot, and Vasilevsky gloves it. And that is the end of regulation. Shots are, I think they'll count that as a shot. I hope so. 27-16. And we are going to overtime. Oh, my goodness, dude. The Knights have already done this too much this year. All right, so I got to think we're starting Eichel, Marner, and Theodore. For them, I would imagine what Kucherov. Who would they probably bring on there? Hagel might be one of them actually, and probably Chernak. Interesting. 3-on-3 coming in just a minute. So many overtime games already. Dude, I'm saying. And I'll be real, I like golden goal. I like 3-on-3 is fun. I don't like that it's only 5 minutes, and I am such a bigger fan of just let it go 5-on-5. Let's go golden goal, and let whoever gets tired first lose. But I also am just I want playoff hockey year round, which, to be fair, a lot of overtimes. It gives you the vibes. But as bad as Vegas has looked, for us to get a point in this game is unreal. Now, again, we did eventually find our way to 3 power plays, but in the first period alone, in about 3 minutes, you had 2 trips and a cross check. Second period, you had 2 different trips that happened at the puck. Like, just wild. Again, I'll bitch a little bit, but I'm not going to complain too long. Officiating's been horrible. The fact that they didn't catch that offsides when it was offsides is ridiculous. Dude, Carl Lindbaum's girlfriend is freaking out. Dude, Azon's the good luck charm, man. He's the lucky rabbit foot for the chat, I swear. All right. Oh, Kucherov's on the bench. I would have thought they'd bring him out first. I haven't paid much attention to the lines, to be fair, but it's like, nice, Carter Hurt is on the Golden Knights. Yes, I am very well aware. We signed him for $2 million for 2 years, and he'll be playing for us in December. Face off. Broken stick for Tampa. Vegas wins it. Shea Theodore back into the night zone. Eichel has it. He's playing a little game of wrist that I don't like. All the way across, and Theodore's going to work his way up. Leave it back for himself. He gets it across to Howden. Let's see if we can do something with this. It goes all the way back, and it's 2-on-1 against Jack Eichel. There we go. Sure enough. Sure enough, there we go. Hey, like I said, the fact that we played so terribly and we got away with a point, that's a miracle. Carl Lindbaum is a beast. I don't know. Hey, Carter Hurt because he raped a kid and should be in jail. Oh, yeah, he was found guilty of that, right? Oh, no, but he wasn't. He was adjudicated. And what happened? Oh, yeah, the court said there wasn't enough evidence to even go forward with the case. Holy shit. Go be, rather, you can go be a little fucking, go somewhere else, dude. Seriously, go be a fag somewhere else. I don't have time for that shit. I fucking get so annoyed by that shit. It really does just come in here fucking running your mouth. Nobody in here knows who you are. Let's go running our mouth about shit we know nothing about because I'm a fucking white knight. I can't stand these fucking people, dude. Sorry about that, y'all. I can't stand that shit, and I will never apologize for not being able to stand that shit. But, hey, Tampa wins. Again, I've got a little bit of bitching about the officiating. I mean, seriously, when it comes down to that goal getting taken away and the fact that the line judge standing right there didn't call it, that tells you a big point about what you need to know. Tampa won, Chino. You won some money, brother. Tampa won in overtime. Oh, hang on 1 second here. So, hey, like I said, dude, it's a little bit of a hedge, but yeah, there you go, Corbin. Overtime. Yes, sir. Yeah, bastard. Just kidding. But nah, man. Hey, Vegas has looked. You had 102. There you go, boys. Good shit, man. Like I said, it makes me irritated when the Knights lose. But if y'all come in here and win some money, then how can it be a bad day, right? So, dude, Alec Martinez is in the game for intermission and post game. I love it. The Raptors. See, thanks. That's on y'all, man. Y'all take advice on gambling. I'm just here to celebrate when you win and call you a dummy when you lose. What's next up? Well, yeah, VGK got next time, bro. Oh, we win the money next time. Hey, Chino, bro, the fact that you won, like I said, I love it. Y'all came in here. Corbin came in here, got some money out of it. It makes the loss a lot easier for me. You know what? We can celebrate getting some money raked in and deal with the loss. So no biggie. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Chino, Corbin, as always, Blades of Jesus. You know I love you guys. Million and D Money. Hey, appreciate you popping in, buddy. We had, like I said, if nothing else, we were going to have some fun, and it was some fun, man. We had an exciting game. I hate when exciting games happen when the Golden Knights play. A good game when the Golden Knights play is 7-0. But here we are. Word, Chino. Look forward to it, buddy. Because, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and grab some food, and we will watch some of the late games tonight. Check out some of the football. Bunch of stuff happening, but we will, like I said, Gino, we will be here tomorrow, 4:30. I already forgot what game we're watching, but we're going to be here at 4:30. And then on Tuesday, it's a 3:00 game. Golden Knights against Carolina. Tuesday's 3:30. Tomorrow is 4:30. Want to make sure I'm clear. And it is going to be the Bruins and the Senators. So, yeah. If y'all enjoyed, had some fun, hit sub to get, I always put everything up early so you know what game we're watching each day. And come in and check in, and let's keep winning some money, Chino. Like I said, man, I'll take the emotional hedge on my team losing for y'all coming in with some money. But, hey, much love. Appreciate you guys. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Everybody have a great night. Take care.